All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation, CP the franchise here. The morning after a disaster of a draft for the Knicks, man. I'm headed to Jamaica right now. I need a vacation. I need to take a breather. I need an off season from the off season because right now this was lackluster, man. An hour before the draft started, I did get a message from a close associate that said the Knicks were going to trade the pick. Now, situation was fluid. I didn't know if that meant they were going to trade up, trade down, try to trade for Ivy, or trade out of the draft altogether. Now, they come up to 11. They pick Ousmane Dieng. There's the immediate reaction. It has to be a trade, Then they put out the press release that, well, they're still in on Ivy. So, okay, you get your excitement up, you get your hopes up. But obviously, Ivy's always going to be a long shot, man. Detroit, they're trying to hit a home run. And I thought they did in this draft in getting Durant and Ivy. There was no way that they were going to settle for conditional picks and future picks. They want stars now. They want to build with Cade right now. So, that was that situation. But, to punt out of the draft completely, where at the end of the night, you're essentially saying that you trade number 11, 4 seconds, and Kemba in return for 3 conditional, heavily protected first-round picks. That's a hard sell for this fan base, man. To say, let's wait a little longer, let's be patient. And then for Woj to repeatedly say this week that they're trying to clear cap space for Jalen Brunson. I mean, look, I like Brunson. There's a lot to like about him. But, if you're going to tell me that they're shuffling the decks to acquire this kid, and that's going to be your prized return in the offseason, that's a hard sell for this fan base, man. Because they wasted a season. They went 37-45 this season. You have a coach who's playing veteran players to the core. Like Alec Burks, he's got to get his bunions removed. His feet are so tired. You're running these veterans to the core. You have no answers about what you're doing with the youth for the future. Yes, RJ stepped up. We saw some good stuff from Quick. Where are we going with Obi if Julius is back next year, which clearly seems like he is? Again, questions. You traded a conditional pick to get Cam in here. Since Cam's been here, he's been on the trading block more than he's been on the court. Questions. It's hard to sell this fan base who has been impatient, who's notoriously impatient, to have more patience when you've given them nothing to be hopeful for. That's the problem. The only thing silver lining I could say about Leon and company is that they haven't mortgaged the future just yet. But they haven't really improved the team either. And so now we're sitting here closing in on no man's land, the worst place to be. No man's land. Not bad enough to be at the top of the lottery, not good enough to compete for anything. No man's land. We got to be careful because now you're really wasting time. They have got to stick with the youth next season. Stick with the youth. At least then you could say in a 2023 draft, which many say is loaded, they can say now we've got a premium pick. We've played our young players. We've gotten an advanced, long look at what these guys can do. And we're going to compete with those guys. Not with Alec Burks as a point guard for 82 games of a season. What is the direction of the fan base? A lot of you guys called in on this show last season asking that. And I preach patience. You guys said I was on the CAA payroll. Well, I'm off. I'm coming back to earth. I'm coming back to Knicks Fan TV, number one show for the fans, by the fans. I got questions myself, man. I'm not trusting this process right now. I'm a little bit antsy. We'll see. Obviously, again, they're stockpiling for something. We'll see what it is. But I need a vacation, man. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm coming back refreshed and sift through all this, man. Good show last night, though. We had a record over 6,000 people came through for our draft show. Incredible night. Thank you to the team, the creative team, everybody on KFTV.com. The panel last night, we had an incredible show despite the disappointing results. So, hey, it is what it is. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the franchise. I'll check back with you guys in a couple of days. Peace.